and 6 right now on the WHAS11 night team. Boarded up businesses in the Highlands to more parking meters. Residents get updates on both.
We just want to see a vibrant corridor of people walking, shopping, utilizing businesses, full businesses, no vacancies.
How a high school senior is helping count the number of vacant properties. And then
life goes on. So I don't know. I mean, I hope it doesn't ruin my foundation of my home.
Hold on to your steering wheel. Blasting is set to begin for an already frustrating traffic mess in eastern Jefferson County. The next phase of work near the new VA hospital. Plus,
upon arrival on scene, we had 5 buildings that were on fire.
More than 20 homes damaged after a major explosion near St. Louis. The search for the cause is underway tonight. All new right now on the WHAS 11 night team. Breaking here tonight at 11, a fatal shooting in Louisville's Park Duval neighborhood. Hello, everybody, and thank you very much for joining us on the WHAS 11 night team. I'm Doug Prophet. A man is dead tonight after Metro Police 2nd Division responded to the area. This is South 32nd Street and Southern Avenue. This happened just before 8:30 tonight. Upon arriving, officers discovered a man inside a car with a gunshot wound and began life-saving measures until EMS got there. That man was then taken to U of L Hospital downtown, where he later died from his injuries. There are no suspects at this time. If you can help detectives who are working the case, you can call the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD. Also new tonight, we're hearing for the first time tonight that there may be changes to the proposed 300 additional parking meters along Bardstown Road in the Highlands. The council member of that area is saying the change is because of businesses and residents vocalizing their opposition. Tackling paid parking meters and filling vacant buildings along the busy corridor, all aimed at keeping businesses along Bardstown Road. WHAS 11 night team's Alex Dederer and photojournalist Aspen Hester have a look at all the changes that could be coming.
Joy Luck right off of Bardstown Road is one of the dozens of buildings that is sitting vacant or abandoned from Baxter down to Douglas Loop. Less than a mile down the road, Afro Kanza Lounge has sat empty for over a year. Just one of the Highlands businesses that has moved locations or shuttered its doors entirely.
You know, there are lots of vacant and abandoned properties on Bardstown Road.
Buildings sitting empty in Councilman Ben Reno Weber's district became the summer project for District 8 intern and Trinity High School senior Liam Wall.
I walked down the road on a span of 2 days, and in total, I found 26 properties that I suspected of being vacant.
With the purpose of making it easier for people to find available buildings for commercial use.
Today, there are more than 60. I've counted them 3 times. There's actually 63 businesses that are vacant for retail on Bardstown Corridor.
Bardstown Road business owner Ned Bass owns a vacant property himself.
The truth is simple. Free parking is essential for the survival of businesses along Bardstown Road.
Voicing his support for protecting businesses in opposition for an additional 328 metered parking spots along the Highlands' busiest road.
Overwhelmingly heard that people do not want additional parking meters, certainly structured the way the parking meters are right now.
The idea stemmed from the Parking Authority of River City, or PARC, to increase revenue. But now it's back to the drawing board. Reno Weber said the city has given him the green light to bring a group of residents and businesses together to put together 3 proposals of what they want to see for parking.
We could set it up so that the first hour or half an hour is free, and that it charges $1 for the first hour after that, and $2 after that, and $3 after that, which addresses the issue of I don't want people parking in front of my store all day without discouraging the people who just want to park there to run into the refill area.
So we would like to see flexible scheduling, flexible times, flexible rates.
Supporting Highlands businesses, both with parking and filling those vacancies. On Bardstown Road, Alex Dederer, the WHAS 11 night team on your side.
Also tonight, the Metro Council member Ben Reno Weber said changes to Bardstown Road's parking meters won't happen for at least another year. This week, the Louisville Land Bank Authority will start showing off abandoned houses in the Portland neighborhood, hoping to find people who are looking to revitalize the properties and the community. Officials from Louisville Metro government are getting ready for what they're calling Land Bankorama, 3 days of Louisville Land Bank Authority speaking with interested buyers. You can learn more about the homes for sale and what's required to buy them for the $1 price tag. You heard me right, $1 on our website, WHAS11.com. And brand new tonight at that meeting in the Highlands we just showed you, we also got a new update about the Mid-City Mall development project. Still no word on if the property has even been sold yet or who could be the potential developer. The possible redevelopment plan includes a 50,000 square foot grocery store and 6 standalone shops. The Highlands Shelby Park Library has extended its lease through June 30th of 2026. That is brand new information out tonight. But the nearly new shop is closing coming up on September 30th. And new at 11, a heads up for you. There's a community meeting this week to talk about changes to the Bourbon and Beyond and Louder Than Life music festivals held at the fairgrounds in September. It's to detail big changes to traffic flow and accessibility on Phillips Lane. The meeting is going to be held at the Crown Plaza Hotel on Phillips Lane from 6 to 7 p.m. on Wednesday. People in the neighborhood who attend will be entered into a raffle for 2 sets of weekend passes for the festivals. We hit a weather milestone today, our first day in the 70s in a long, long time. And tonight we're dropping into the 50s. Folks, our chief meteorologist, Mallory Schnell, says this is the beginning of some really cool nights, Mallory.
That is right, Doug. We're expecting those overnight lows in the 50s to lower 60s in Louisville for the next 7 days. And of course, this is inside the city. As we know, in the outlying areas, those temperatures can dip 5+ degrees more so than we do in Louisville. So we are expecting some of those overnight lows to dip down into the upper 40s outside of Louisville this week. For today, we started off at 58 degrees in Louisville, topped out at 78. So both our highs and lows were about 10 degrees below normal for this time of year. And yes, that was our first high temperature in the 70s in 11 weeks. Right now, temperatures have plummeted thanks to lighter winds and clear skies. We are already in the 50s outside of the city. We're at 63 degrees right now in Louisville. And of course, we still have several hours to cool off. So expect overnight lows to dip down to the mid-50s for Louisville. You can see outside of the city a lot of upper 40s possible just before sunrise tomorrow morning. So yeah, you might need that light layer as you head out the door. All in all, feeling very fall-like throughout the 7-day forecast. We'll take a full look at it coming up in just a few minutes. Doug.
Mallory, thank you very much. Now let's go live tonight to the other big story we are following tonight here on the night team. Take a look. Construction is already underway at this late hour. These are the state highway crews set up with their flashing caution lights for you, the driver. This is a live view of the Waterston Expressway at the Brownsboro Road exit. Get ready. Blasting will start in this area and also around this area. For the VA hospital expansion, the roadway expansion, the blasting starts tomorrow. Well, the state is warning you to be alert to signs that will be flashing you new updates if you're driving in that area. But if you get caught in a rolling roadblock, you may be sitting for a while. WHS 11's Conroy Deluche and senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton have been talking to neighbors.
Construction at the VA hospital has been going on for a few years now. And during that time, homeowners that live nearby, drivers that pass through, and business owners have all been making adjustments. If you walk in the back of Holiday Green Cleaners,
these are the dry cleaning presses.
You might hear a lot of blasting, from the blast of a fan for cooling down to various steamers, some old and some new.
A lot of things were done to keep up with times.
Please press continue when finished.
That includes offering pickup and delivery service for neighbors who can't make it through the traffic on Brownsboro Road near the Waterston.
It's all connected.
And now, the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet is widening the Waterston Expressway and surrounding roads near the new VA hospital. That will require blasting at certain times of the day. The word blast also brought up memories from nearly 3 years ago.
It was really, really scary.
When blasting at the VA hospital site shot rocks onto the Waterston and into nearby homes. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers called this, quote, an unforeseen incident. Karen lived just outside of the flying debris zone and hopes this KYTC construction phase doesn't last long.
Life goes on. So I don't know. I mean, I hope it doesn't ruin my foundation of my home. But
as blasting begins, neighbors will continue adjusting.
I get on 71
and come around and just totally bypass this.
The prevailing hope is that relief comes in the fall of 2027 when the construction project is expected to finish. With senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton, Conrad DeLuche, WHAS 11 on your side.
So once again, we want to show you our live view. This is courtesy of Trimark. This camera right at the Waterston Expressway and Brownsboro Road. State highway crews working tonight. You see their flashing lights there as traffic is moving up that ramp toward Brownsboro Road. Blasting is set again to begin tomorrow, so start thinking about your detour plan. You already know, though, that Westport Road is going to be getting the major spillover from this project. The project involves the widening of the Waterston and Brownsboro Road and reconstruction of the bridge over the Waterston Expressway. For more updates on the construction, WHAS11.com is your place to be. We have all the information you need to sign up for text alerts about this specific construction project. New tonight, it felt like an earthquake. At least one person is severely injured and 3 people sent to St. Louis hospitals after a massive home explosion ended up damaging more than 20 other homes. Flames spreading quickly. ABC's Mola Lingi with the images and what we know so far tonight.
Tonight, a neighborhood in St. Louis County rocked by a massive home explosion. One home erupting, catching 2 nearby homes on fire. The fire continuing to spread.
Upon arrival on scene, we had 5 buildings that were on fire.
Multiple houses leveled, more than 20 others damaged. Shortly after 9 a.m., firefighters racing to the scene in Florissant. The fire still cracking and popping as they tried to get it under control. Smoke billowing into the sky, a car engulfed in flames. The interior of this home charred down to its frame. Bricks and 2x4s scattered across the area. At least 3 people injured. Remarkably, no one killed.
You can look at this carnage, and the fact that no one was killed is an absolute blessing.
Officials asking residents to stay away as they assess the damage.
If there's extensive damage in these homes, people will not be able to go back in there. It's just too dangerous at this time.
Well, as far as what caused the explosion in that initial home, the local gas company there says so far they have found no structural issues in that area. The bomb and arson unit are leading the investigation. Mola Lungi, ABC News, Washington.
We do have some late new reporting to pass along to you tonight. Our sister station in St. Louis says the gas company did not find any issues with its gas lines leading up to the affected homes. Buildings in the area are without power and gas, and residents are currently donating water, toiletries, and food to neighbors. Well, southern Indiana's history, as you know, echoes the concerns in St. Louis as a recent home explosion there left several people injured. In late July, a house on Washington Way in Jeffersonville exploded. 5 people suffered life-threatening injuries, with 1 man dying weeks later. Investigators found the cause of the explosion was a leak from inside the house. CenterPoint, the gas company, said early on there was no problem with their lines leading up to the house. We have an important update tonight. Homes hit hard during the severe record April flooding of Harrods Creek can now be saved. We showed you these homes in April. At the damage there at the time as floodwaters washed away part of a cliffside in Prospect. The families were evacuated, and at the time the homes were deemed unsafe to even live in. But now Louisville Emergency Management says they are not condemning the homes after all. Jody Myman with Louisville EMA says they've found a specialized contractor who can shore up the cliff and stabilize the ground for the homeowners. According to him, the homeowners have not had to pay for a thing so far, and the total cost will likely be covered by federal grants and money from Louisville Metro government. Well, we're very excited here at WHAS 11 to tell you about this coming this week. Calling all animal lovers, this Wednesday, WHAS 11 is going live with an all-day telethon for Louisville Metro Animal Services. From 5 a.m. to 7 p.m., you're going to hear adoption stories, meet dogs and cats ready to find their forever homes, and learn how you can help Louisville Metro Animal Services. We are raising money and awareness for the great work our city shelter does every day, and hoping that you'll take home a great new friend. Watch this Wednesday live only on WHAS 11 and the free WHAS 11 Plus app. Teddy Abrams is here to stay for a while as the talented leader of the Louisville Orchestra signs a new deal to stay in the Derby City. It's next on the night team.
And tomorrow's bus stop forecast, chilly in the morning, pleasant by the afternoon, starting off in the 50s and topping out in the 70s. We'll take a full look at our fall-like 7-day forecast. That's coming up after the break. Today's Kentucky Lottery jackpots: Mega Millions, $253 million, Powerball, $750 million.
The Kentucky Lottery, funding education for over 1 million Kentucky students.